Hello, and welcome to another episode of Shattered Innocence, Child Abuse Awareness with Darlene J. Clark. Be a part of the solution instead of part of the problem. I am starting this a little bit early. Welcome to my channel. Please hit like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for supporting me. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. In Matthew 18 verse 6, but whoso shall offend one of these little ones which believe in me, it were better for him that a millstone were hanged about his neck, and that he were drowned in the depth of the sea. Excuse me, please. Colossians 3:21. Fathers, do not embitter your children, or they will become discouraged. Matthew 18 verse 10. Take heed that you despise not one of these little ones, for I say unto you, that in heaven their angels do always have the place of the Father which is in heaven. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by the copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips and balance in favor of fair use. Say thank y'all for coming. Hello, our bucket list. Good to see you, girl. Hello, Jackie. Amen. So there's some things I'm not gonna get on the bandwagon about talking such negativity. We don't really know how much of what people say is true. I will show y'all a reason behind this in a few minutes. Me saying I'm not gonna go, but without further ado, I'll go ahead and get started. How you doing there, Bucket? Good to see ya. Hope you're doing well. Okay, but here, Sebastian Rogers, what we know. I think I'm going to start off here instead with the timeline, okay? Start off with a timeline. This was posted March 26, 2024. It's good to see you too, Bucket. I get over here to the lots of love. Sumner County, Tennessee. It's now been a month since 15-year-old Sebastian Wade Drake Rogers disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, with still no signs of the missing teen. The case sparked a massive search in Sumner County that stretched thousands of miles. Multiple agencies assisted in the ground search for a little over a week before officials said they were scaling back to focus their efforts on the investigative side. His disappearance has also garnered national attention, with many local community members continuing to push to keep Sebastian's face and name in the spotlight as the days he's been missing continue to compile. Here's the cutie pie right here. Oh, look at the dogs of his. Only about a week after Sebastian went missing, another disappearance captured the nation's attention. Thousands of volunteers joined the search for 22-year-old Riley Strain, who went missing while on a fraternity trip to Nashville. May his family, prayers for that family as well, Riley Strains. Since the discovery of Strange's body in the Cumberland River on March 22nd, some of those resources have now been redirected to the search for Sebastian, including volunteer search groups organized by the United Cajun Navy. Below is a full timeline of everything that has happened in the court case to date. Monday, February the 26th, the search for Sebastian begins. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation issued an endangered child alert at approximately 11:17 a.m. on behalf of the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. In the alert, investigators wrote that Sebastian was last seen earlier that day near Stafford Court in Hendersonville. He was described as wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. Close to a dozen agencies, including the TBI, Tennessee Highway Patrol, National Fire Department, City of Hendersonville, First Responders, Sumner County Sheriff's Office, and Shackle Island Volunteer Fire all began searches for the teen on Monday, February 26th. Sumner County Emergency Management Agency Director Ken Widener said there were over 200 searchers on the ground that day, with multiple K-9 teams, mounted units, helicopter crews, and even drones being deployed. One thing I wondered, that place where they went to go search and then trees were down? I'm like, well, that would be hard not doing a thorough search right there with them trees could be covering something. You know what I'm saying? Hey, good to see you too, Jackie. I think they need to do a lot of that clearing out of the damage. I was shocked that they allowed people to search right there too with the electrical lines down. As the search stretched into the afternoon, the TBI sent out another tweet at 4:35 p.m. asking residents living in the area around Beach High School and along Long Hollow Pike to check their buildings, garages, and cars in case Sebastian was using any as hiding places. I can't recall off the top of my head when the last search like this was. Chief Deputy Eric Craddock, can't stand when that moves like that. I'm sorry. With the Sumner County Sheriff's Office told News Channel 2, obviously, this is one exponentially more important being a child who does have autism. The search teams covered a nearly 5-mile radius in the Beach and Shackle Island area. February the 27th, TBI issues Amber Alert. The search for Sebastian continued Tuesday, February 27th, with the TBI upgrading the alert level to an Amber Alert around 3:25 p.m. Officials said the decision to upgrade the alert was based on additional investigative information developed during the search. The urgency of the search was already increasing as colder temperatures were expected to move into the area, and authorities were unsure whether or not Sebastian was properly dressed for the weather. There's a excuse me. Hope that y'all are doing well. Dozens of agencies continued searching and began employing unique tactics suggested by community members, such as playing Sebastian's favorite song, Eye of the Tiger. A potential sighting was reported on Newman's Trail, but officials confirmed it was not Sebastian. On February 27th, searchers had covered over 2,000 miles on foot and went through Sebastian's home multiple times. In a press conference, authorities continued to urge residents to check their surveillance cameras and report any possible information that could help lead to Sebastian. On Wednesday, February the 28th, that's when TBI puts out a statement. Officials continue looking for the missing teen amid rain and 40-degree temperatures on Wednesday, February the 28th. Due to growing public interest, the TBI put out a statement explaining why Sebastian's parents were unable to share more details about the missing teen. Y'all hear that? They're unable to put out some particular things. Understandably, there is interest in hearing from friends and family to help provide more of a personal context about Sebastian. However, we have requested by the family to let local media know that they are not in a position to speak to or be available to the media at this time. We have told them that while we would relay their message, it be the decision of the individual media outlets and reporters to proceed as they see fit. Thanks for giving the hearts for them. Make sure to give the hearts for Sebastian and the families, and Riley Strain's family as well. Search for Sebastian hits 4 days. In a press conference Thursday, February the 29th, officials said they had received several tips and made calls for people to check their surveillance cameras, but none were confirmed sightings of Sebastian. Lord, please, we need answers. We need this boy found. There was a glimpse of hope that day as search dogs tracked the scent, but it turned out to be a false alert. Investigators had also drained a pond to the east of Sebastian's home and found nothing. Saturday, March the 2nd, reward offered for information. As the search for Sebastian entered its 6th day, with officials stating that there still had not been any sightings, the sheriff's office told News 2 an anonymous group of business owners in the Nashville area has pledged a minimum cash reward of $3,000 for information. Sunday, March 3rd, Sebastian's mother and stepfather speak out. The reward for information was raised to $3,500 on Sunday, March 3rd. Sebastian's mother and stepfather also spoke publicly for the first time that day, telling the podcast host more details about his disappearance. On Monday, March 4th, the search was scaled back. Authorities announced Monday, March 4th, they were scaling back the ground search for Sebastian and transitioning to an investigation after a week of intensive efforts and still no signs of the missing teen. This does not diminish our commitment to finding Sebastian, Craddock said during a press conference. This is simply us transitioning from the ground search to the investigative side. I wonder why they didn't do the investigative side as well. Both. During the March 4th press conference, Craddock also said there were no leads, no details to indicate that Sebastian is not alive. Thursday, March 7th, officials searched Kentucky landfill. The search for Sebastian took investigators to Kentucky on Thursday, March 7th, where they searched the landfill. According to the sheriff's office, the landfill in White Plains, Kentucky, was where trash went from Sebastian's neighborhood in the beach area. Officials called the search of the landfill a precautionary measure to eliminate possible options and questions. So there was no specific information indicating evidence related to the search for Sebastian was there. There's the landfill right here. That's for the commercial stuff. In Kentucky, that's where the construction stuff is in a neighboring subdivision that they're building onto there. And it's being dumped from Tennessee to Kentucky. But the personal trash that goes out weekly or whatever, that gets dumped somewhere in Tennessee. The search concluded that evening, with authorities later state that it did not provide any additional clues as to what happened to Sebastian. While we had hoped for a different outcome, our commitment to finding Sebastian remains unwavering, said Sumner County Sheriff Sonny Weatherford. We will continue to explore all available avenues and resources to bring closure to this case and provide answers to Sebastian's family and loved ones. Friday, March 15th, TBI releases more information. After a full week without any new updates in the case, the TBI released additional information letting the public know more about what was going on in the investigation. At that stage in the investigation, the agency said there were still few clues indicating what happened to Sebastian or where he may be. Officials also noted that Sebastian's family was being cooperative, but there was still no proof of any criminal element. We have not forgotten about Sebastian. Much of the work currently being done to bring Sebastian's home may not necessarily be public or visible. It looks like I need to go to that link in a few minutes right there as well. TBI also cautioned the public about surveillance video being shared online, said it may have been misinterpreted or misidentified, and at the time, nothing gathered from home and business surveillance systems had been determined to be significant. Numerous search warrants had been executed by Friday, March 15th, with cell phone data analyzed and any other available digital evidence searched and documented. By all means, still look at your videos because somebody out there might actually have him on it. But it's good that these people turn these in so that they can say, no, it wasn't him. At least what they thought it could have been him. Thanks for stepping up and doing that. Thursday, March 21st, Sebastian's father searches the park. Seth Rogers began searching Natchez Trace State Park for his son on Thursday, March 21st, after saying somebody told Sebastian's mother to search the area, which is more than 100 miles from Sumner County. I've been all around Nashville. I've been passing out flyers. It's time to start branching out further. I just want to find my son, Seth Rogers told News 2. I'm not going to give up hope. When nothing was found at the park on Thursday, March 21st, Sebastian's father organized multiple other search parties in the days following. That's kind of strange for somebody to tell the mother to look there. Sebastian's mother released a statement amid calls for more resources on Friday, March 22nd. As the search for missing Missouri student Raleigh Strain came to an end on Friday, March 22nd, several online content creators have been aiding in the search, started calling for efforts to turn to finding Sebastian. A mom and TikToker with 92,000 followers took to social media to call for the help of the United Cajun Navy, a nonprofit organization that had been involved in the search for Strain. With Sebastian missing for almost 4 weeks, by Friday, March 22nd, his mother, Katie Proudfoot, also provided a statement to News Channel 2. Unfortunately, with no new legitimate leads, our statement remains the same. We are trying to get his face out there to everyone, because I think the more people know in the search, the better chance we have of finding him. We do appreciate the support from the neighborhood and the community. We want to let the community know that we don't have words to express our gratitude for the support we have received in searching for our son. And we pray that everyone continues to help search and pray that we find him and bring him home safe. The pain of our son's absence is beyond words. We ask that everyone everywhere remain aware and continue to look for anything that can help us find Sebastian and bring him home. What a cutie pie. Monday, March 25th, United Cajun Navy joins the search. The United Cajun Navy began setting up headquarters at 90 Volunteer Drive in Hendersonville on Monday, March 25th, after answering calls to join the search for Sebastian. The nonprofit organization said it's working independently from the sheriff's office. The United Cajun Navy was supposed to hold a safety briefing on Tuesday, March 26th for those wanting to volunteer, but it was postponed due to unsafe weather conditions. First organized volunteer search for Sebastian launched Wednesday, March the 27th. The turnout was enough for an all-day search, with efforts coming to an end around 3 p.m. Volunteer search crews plan to head out again Thursday, March 28th. We normally do not deploy twice in the same area, but the outpour was so strong for us to stay and look for Sebastian that we said, you know what, since we're here, let's do it. Kevin LaFond, Press and Communications Officer with the UCN, said. Friday, March 29th, United Cajun Navy calls off the search. The United Cajun Navy called off a search for Sebastian on Friday, March 29th. In a statement on social media, the organization said the decision to pull back and regroup was made due to increasing safety concerns in the upcoming Easter holiday. Safety concerns were reportedly related to alleged death threats. This decision was not taken lightly, and it is made with the safety of all volunteers in mind. The United Cajun Navy wrote, we want to thank all the volunteers that plan to be out searching today. Tuesday, April the 2nd, which was yesterday. Officials provide update in investigation. Officials with the Sumner County Sheriff's Office held a press conference on Tuesday, April the 2nd, to answer questions about the ongoing search for Sebastian. As of April the 2nd, Chief Deputy Eric Craddock said there was still no evidence pointing to foul play in Sebastian's disappearance, but authorities were not ruling anything out. Investigators will continue to follow multiple leads on Tuesday, with the TBI having received 314 tips. TBI spokesperson Susan Nyland said some of those tips were related to misinformation and rumors being spread on social media. She asked that the community continue to share information but about things like conversations people may have had with the missing teen, where he liked to go, and any people he may have mentioned that are in his life. Officials also confirmed that a pair of glasses had been found during Tuesday's press conference. However, Craddock said authorities were still working to determine if they were connected to Sebastian. My hope and prayer is that Sebastian is still alive. We're going to continue to work on this investigation and follow every lead that comes in, Craddock said. Some of this may revert back to us going over some things that we've already done for the 6th, 7th, 8th time. A fresh set of eyes never hurt anything. As far as the United Cajun Navy, Craddock said the Sheriff's Office has not been made aware of any threats made against the organization. Few other updates have been provided in the search for Sebastian. However, the public has continued to push to keep the case in a spotlight, like by putting up signs in the yards and posting flyers for the Sheriff's Office and local businesses and social media outlets. Numerous vigils have also been held in the week since Sebastian went missing, with community members wearing green on Friday, March 1st, to support Sebastian and his family. Sebastian is 5 foot, 5 inches tall, and 120 pounds with dirty blonde hair. If you have seen Sebastian or have info about his whereabouts, call the Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838 or TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. So I want to go on up here. Here's where we have not forgotten about Sebastian. The TBI releases question and answers on Sebastian Rogers' investigation. And that was March the 16th. On Monday, February 26th, 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared from his Sumner County home. Despite first responders searching approximately 2,000 total miles over the last 2.5 weeks, there are still no signs of the missing teen, who is now the subject of an Amber Alert. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said at this stage of the investigation there are little clues to indicate what happened to Sebastian or where he may be. Agents, detectives, and intelligence analysts are continuing to work around the clock to review every bit of information available. We have not forgotten about Sebastian. Much of the work currently being done to bring Sebastian home may not be necessarily be public or visible, the TBI said in a statement. Sebastian's family has remained cooperative since the search began, has done whatever law enforcement has asked of them, according to authorities. Investigators said there is no proof at this time that any criminal element or foul play was involved in Sebastian's disappearance, but added there's not any proof that there is not a criminal element involved. TBI answers the following commonly asked questions regarding the search for Sebastian. What areas have been searched? Within the first several weeks of the days of the search, more than 2,000 miles were searched on foot. Many of these areas were initially searched and searched again. Law enforcement officers have searched the neighborhood, surrounding neighborhoods, schools, and many other areas of the county by foot. Bloodhounds and handlers have searched the same areas. There have been aerial searches with helicopters, drones, and a fixed-wing plane. These aerial searches have been conducted on multiple days and multiple nights using thermal imaging technology. Sebastian's residence, the yard and house, and the vehicles have been searched multiple times. The neighborhood where Sebastian lives has been canvassed. Neighbors' houses have been searched. Sebastian is autistic, and his family says he is drawn to water. Pools in the neighborhood were searched. Dive teams were brought in, and bodies of water around the neighborhood and beyond that area were searched, including caves. What about the technology aspect? Have you collected security video from the area homes and businesses? Have cell phones been checked? Many neighbors and businesses have provided video from home and business surveillance systems. We are grateful for that cooperation. The video has been collected and from the beginning of the investigation has been analyzed and enhanced where possible by tech experts with the TBI, FBI, and the Secret Service. To date, nothing gathered from these video systems has been determined to be significant. We do caution that some surveillance video being shared to the public may have been misinterpreted or misidentified or not shown in its entirety. It has been determined that it does not hold any evidentiary significance to the investigation. Numerous search warrants have been executed. Cell phone data has been analyzed, and any other available digital evidence has been collected, searched, and documented. Information was collected from Sebastian's gaming system and has been analyzed. With help from the FBI, vehicles that were placed in the area at or around the time of Sebastian's disappearance have been accounted for. These videos and all the electronic evidence that has already been reviewed is often also being re-investigated. Here's a sweetie. What's going on now in the investigation? What's next? The search for Sebastian has not stopped. Every day tips and leads are investigated. People are being interviewed and re-interviewed. Evidence that has been reviewed once again is being gone over again. We continue to ask residents in the area of the search to keep an eye on your property to see if anything may have been moved or displaced. Is there a place where a child could have been hidden? If you have property that has ledges or holes that a teenager might find interesting and you can search it yourself, please contact the tip line and we can have someone check it out for you. If you know Sebastian and have information about him, what he likes, how he acts, that you think may be relevant, let us know. We know how many people are so invested in getting Sebastian home. We will update this information as there may be any developments. Please use the tip line at 1-800-TBI-FIND to provide any relevant information you may have, or you can send it to tips to TBI at tbi.tn.gov. Please do not send tips to our social media pages. Finally, we are extremely grateful to so many members of the Sumner County community for the time, attention, and prayers being offered to help find Sebastian. The members of multiple law enforcement communities, emergency management personnel, wildlife organizations, so many other groups, along with the very generous businesses and individuals who have provided well wishes for Sebastian, along with water, food, and other comforts to searchers. All these contributions are so greatly appreciated. Thank you. Sebastian Wayne Rogers, age 15, was reported missing on Monday, February 26th from the beach area in Hendersonville. His description is he's 5 foot, 5 inches tall, 120 pounds, with dirty blonde hair. He was last seen on Monday, February 26th, near Stafford Court wearing a black sweatshirt and black sweatpants, said the TBI. Amber Alert issue. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation originally issued an endangered child alert for Sebastian on the morning of February 26th, as multiple agencies took to the area to look for him. Based on the additional investigative information developed during the search, the TBI issued an Amber Alert for Sebastian on the afternoon of February 27th. An Amber Alert is issued when there is reasonable belief by law enforcement that an abduction has occurred and the child is in imminent danger or serious bodily harm or death, per the DOJ. Multiple agencies include the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Tennessee Highway Patrol, Nashville Fire Department, City of Hendersonville's first responders, Sumner County Sheriff's Office, the Shackle Island Volunteer Fire have assisted in the search for Sebastian. Who to contact? If you have seen Sebastian or have info about his whereabouts, call the Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838 or the TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. My thinking is this, is y'all even have a dog that might have pulled up a black sweatshirt? Please, by all means, have it checked out. You live in the area, you might not think it's nothing, but it may be Sebastian's shirt that he was wearing. Okay, so now this is where I want to get in here with the missing Sebastian Rogers. Tennessee police say an accurate information online has caused a distraction. It's leading the cops to do searches that are not necessary because it's misinformation that is being directed that some of these YouTubers are doing that's causing standstills and harm into Sebastian's search. So people just get out true information, not what ifs, not thoughts on what really happened, because it's misinformation of not knowing. This causes a lot of people reporting and reporting to the police the faults. But if you do say anything like that, just say, this is my perception, this is my idea. The Tennessee authorities on Tuesday cautioned the public against sharing inaccurate information being shared online related to the search for missing teen Sebastian Rogers, which they say has caused a distraction in their investigation. We don't need the police to be distracted. We need them to be full force on looking for Sebastian, the true The Sumner County Sheriff's Office issued an Amber Alert for Sebastian, a 15-year-old boy with autism, after last seen in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville on February 26. We do want to use caution. There are some social media elements out there that report to have information that is direct from the investigation. I just want to reiterate that this is not the case. Some of the information that is being provided on some of the social media channels is inaccurate and incomplete. The TBI the spokesperson Susan Nyland said during a Tuesday press conference, "We don't want this to damage the investigation. We don't want it to damage it either. We want him found." He added that rumors and speculation and theories on social media regarding Sebastian's disappearance has caused a bit of a distraction and taken away time and effort from what the agencies need to be doing. Here's Cutie Pie right here. I hope we find you, man. I hope and pray that you're still alive. Lots of love for you, or for you to be found. When Sebastian's mother, Katie Proudfoot, and stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, decided to leave town following his disappearance due to threats, speculation about their involvement began to spread online, but Nyland said the parents had been cooperative throughout the investigation. They've pretty much done whatever law enforcement has asked them to do at this point. We don't have any evidence, Nyland said of Sebastian's parents. There's not any kind of any indication that there is a criminal element involved, but we are keeping options open. We don't know what has happened. We don't know where Sebastian is right now, so we are pursuing any and all avenues. Look at that snake. I wouldn't want a snake. Uh, no, keep that thing away from me. That's him. That's the evening of February 26th. The 15-year-old apparently left home with bare feet and a flashlight. Katie previously told Fox News that she overheard a noise coming from Sebastian's room on the evening of February 25th and told him to keep it down. The next morning, he was gone. Wow. Probably hollered it at him or what? Following the teenager's disappearance, Katie drove about 3 hours away from home to meet up with her husband and Sebastian's stepfather, prompting some to wonder why she would travel so far from the area where her son was last seen. Sebastian left his room on the evening of February 26th without shoes and with a flashlight, according to his parents. We are posting flyers every direction we can, but at the same time, there were quite a bit of people that were sending some very threatening and hateful messages to us. They're following us. They're driving past our house at all hours of the day or night, disturbing the neighborhood, and the neighborhood is very upset and concerned. They're worried about their safety at this point. Katie said, adding that she felt that leaving the neighborhood would help calm things down. Yep, you had threats against you. People don't give threats to you. You know, Seth Rogers, Sebastian's father, told Fox 17 Nashville in a raw interview posted on March 28th that he has hope that his son is still alive and he is searching for the 15-year-old everywhere. He added that he recently learned Child Protective Services had visited Katie's house before and he had not been informed of the visit. I don't understand why the state dropped the ball on that one, he told the outlet, adding that he learned about the CPS visit from a podcast. Investigators are asking the public to keep an eye out for anything unusual and contact the Sumner County Emergency Communications Center at 615-451-3838 or TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND with any information that could be helpful in the search for Sebastian. Authorities have received a total of 314 tips related to the search for Sebastian as of Tuesday. It could be a classmate in the college, in the school, sorry. Could be a classmate that knows something. So let's go to this one right here, where the sheriff's office. They're going to verify if glasses found during the search belong to Sebastian Rogers. There were some glasses found in the past few days, and we're still investigating whether they are Sebastian's. Let me mute myself so that y'all can hear this. See what you say right quick. Hold on. Mr. Child. Yeah. And I have some health issues, and sometimes, I don't know what I would do. I probably would search, but then I don't know if my body could handle it because I would feel like I'm collapsing all the time. But I get stressed, and then my body don't function, because of my traumatic brain injuries. So I literally collapse. So let me go and put where y'all can hear. Please give me a thumbs up when I start playing to see if y'all can hear it, okay? I appreciate that.
Now, for the first time in several days, we got a live update from Sumner County officials on the search for Sebastian Rogers. They say there are no new actionable leads in this case. The 15-year-old, who does have autism, has been missing since February now, when his parents said he ran away from home in the middle of the night. WSMV's Brendan Tierney has the very latest on where the investigation goes from here.
The Sheriff's Department and TBI says they still haven't found any signs of foul play in the disappearance of Sebastian Rogers, but they also haven't been able to rule it out. Well, the very visual ground search around Sumner County has been scaled back. Deputies say they're continuing to work every day following up on tips. They're going back and re-interviewing people, including Sebastian's parents, but say at this point there's no evidence they did anything criminal.
We are keeping options open. We don't know what has happened. We don't know where Sebastian is right now, so we are pursuing any and all avenues.
Deputies say Sebastian's parents have moved to Memphis, but that has not interfered with their investigation. Officials are asking people to remain on alert and keep sharing Sebastian's photo until he's found. In Gallatin, Brendan Tierney, WSMV4.
Did he just say in Gallatin? Did I hear that right? Did he say in Gallatin? Gallatin Police is where, y'all know the other case where Gallatin Police were involved? That's where the Grant Solomon police force there. I'm not going to say more about that. Can y'all hear me okay? Now let's go. Going down. See, there's the glasses thing, but it's not saying that much. Update: the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said it's continuing to investigate every lead that comes in during the ongoing search for missing teen Sebastian Rogers. Sheriff's Office said it's not ruling anything out as the search enters week 6 for the missing teen with autism. No evidence to support foul play. The TBS said it began an investigation. There was a large land search, waterway, lake, pond, and aerial searches at night, on weekends, and during the day, 24/7. It's gone back to good old-fashioned police work, the TBS said, interviewing people, going over leads. We're checking with other law enforcement agencies to get advice from them on cases like this. TBI added that parents have been cooperative throughout and have done whatever law enforcement has asked of them. At this point, there's no evidence that there's a crime involved, but we're keeping options open, TBS said. After the TBI wrapped up, the sheriff's office took questions from the media on the continued search. Chief Deputy Eric Craddock said glasses were found while searching in the past few days. Okay, so let me mute this again. There were some glasses found in the past few days, and we're still investigating whether they're Sebastian's. Let me mute myself yet again. Y'all can hear the audio on that.
You mentioned when you were asked about recent evidence, we heard some rumors that you seem to have some validity, that there was glasses found within the past few days. Can you confirm that?
There were some glasses found in the past few days.
Have you been able to identify that they were Sebastian?
We are still investigating.
This brings tears to our eyes. With glasses being found. It's going to make us all nervous. We hope and pray that if it is his, that we find him soon and hope that we find him alive. Pray. Earlier Sheriff's Office to provide updated search for Sebastian Rogers Tuesday. Sumner County Sheriff's Office will be providing an update in the search for missing teen Sebastian on Tuesday morning. As of the afternoon, the Sheriff's Office provided no update in the search for the missing teen. So let me go to, make sure y'all can hear me okay. Yeah. Now let's go to here. Here's what we know about 15-year-old's disappearance in Tennessee. Thank you. This is April the 2nd, 2024. Landfill in Kentucky search as Sebastian Rogers remains missing. The morning Sebastian Rogers went missing from his Tennessee home started out as a normal day, his mother recalled. But when Katie Proudfoot went to wake her 15-year-old son up for school on the morning of February the 26th, his bed was empty and he was nowhere to be found. Sebastian, who has high-functioning autism, is described by his mother as being very smart and not a mischievous child by any means. State and local authorities searched for Sebastian for more than a week using helicopters, drones, search and rescue dogs, and teams on foot. After the search was scaled back, a new search effort led investigators across state lines to a Kentucky landfill. An Amber Alert was issued to try to track down the teenager and bring him home safely. So far, he has yet to be found. I'm wondering if this is the black sweatshirt that he was last seen. Here's what we know so far, okay? Sebastian's disappeared. Sebastian has not been seen in person or on camera since his disappearance on February 26th. His mother, Katie Proudfoot, and stepfather, Chris Proudfoot, spoke to the media for the first time on Monday, March 4th, 8 days after he went missing. Ms. Proudfoot told WSMV the family went to sleep at their home in Hendersonville the night before he vanished. But then they woke up on the morning of February 26th. He was gone. When Mrs. Proudfoot found her son's bed empty, she called her husband, who was at work. Another black sweater shirt. I can't find him, she said, and when he asked, what do you mean you can't find him? She replied, he's not in the house. Mrs. Proudfoot said she searched the entire house but couldn't find him. My son doesn't run, and he's not a runner. He's never run away before, she said, addressing the possibility that he could have wandered off. I don't know why he walked out the door. You said you heard some kind of loud noise and you told him keep it down. I'm sorry, I find that kind of strange. You know what I'm saying? The search for Sebastian. A massive search has been underway for Sebastian for 5 weeks, with state and local authorities utilizing helicopters, drones, and search and rescue dogs in the first 8 days. Authorities even blasted his favorite song, Eye of the Tiger, were searching in different areas to try to call out to him, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office said. But there still has been no sign of Sebastian. You know, and if he took the garbage out, um, he could have had his shoes on and then he come back in, for all we know, and then that commotion in the bedroom, whatever that noise was. So we don't really know. You know what I'm saying? The search was scaled back as authorities transitioned to the investigative side. See, that's what I'm saying right here. First off, they said when she got up the next morning, he was not in the house, he was not in his room. Then I heard on another news report that they were saying that he was last seen uh, outside, barefoot and with a flashlight. Which one is it? Which one was the last seen? Come on, tell me who saw what. Please let us know. The search was scaled back as authorities transitioned to the investigative side of the case. The sheriff's office said that investigators are now working on eliminating and drumming up leads. Authorities added that Sebastian's family has been cooperative with the investigation. Days later, authorities were spotted coming through the landfill where the trash from the teen's neighborhood ended up, according to the Sumner County Sheriff's Office. Officials called the search of the landfill a precautionary measure to eliminate possible options and questions. Kentucky State Police spokesperson Rich Porter told WKRN that detectives had obtained a search warrant for the Hopkins County Regional Landfill in White Plains. Aerial video footage from the local news outlets captured a white tarp covering part of the landfill area while officers were seen digging through the trash for clues. On Saturday, 23rd March, the volunteer organization, the United Cajun Navy, announced it was deploying a team to aid in the search for Sebastian. In a post on Facebook, the group said it was working with local officials and urged those interested in the case to be patient when asking for new information. The group later suspended its in-person searches, saying it had received death threats. In a report on Tuesday, the 26th of March, the director of Sumner County's Emergency Operations Center, Ken Wagner, said that from ponds to homes to woodland, hundreds of people have been scouring the area. Which was we saying there's been tornadoes in the area. I only see one location where trees have been down, but I haven't seen all the different videos where they search to see whether there's other damage caused from the tornadoes. But of course, that also could hamper searches when there's trees down. We had close to 1,500 searchers, Mr. Widener told News Channel 5. We got 1,350 documented, and then we have additional people assured we've got more on the public safety side. The first 2 days, we logged 2,000 search miles, and we haven't had enough time to extrapolate all of this, he said, referring to the data on a huge screen. It's probably going to be 12,000 miles searched. Excuse me. In an update on April the 2nd, the Sumner County Sheriff's Office and the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said they had not forgotten about Sebastian. We're all extremely concerned for Sebastian's welfare, said the Chief Deputy Eric Craddock. Began the briefing saying that despite no sightings, the commitment to finding the boy remains unwavering. At the briefing, the chief deputy was asked about a pair of glasses reportedly found. There were some glasses found in the last few days, said Craddock, and that his office was still investigating who they belonged to. The chief deputy thanked the Hendersonville community for sending in over 300 tips on the case, as well as getting involved in the search and printing flyers with Sebastian's face on it. There still has been no sign of Sebastian, however. Parents speak out. I just want my baby to be okay. Sebastian's mother and stepfather spoke out about their son's disappearance for the first time 8 days after he went missing. I wouldn't wish this on anyone, his mother told WSMB. Anyone. Sebastian's mother, there's it sounded the same thing I just read, so I'm stopped myself from reading that. On one constant roller coaster ride of helplessness and hopelessness, Chris Proudfoot added, many other emotions all in one. It's a never-ending world because it doesn't stop. The couple has received backlash for not speaking out earlier, to which they say they shouldn't be judged because no one knows what they're going through. You don't know, and I don't wish you to ever know, they said. Just be kind to people. It's just that simple. There's answers to questions right now that we are searching for desperately, and we just don't have that, stepfather added. Sebastian's mother, who said she is just hoping to bring her son home safely, had a message for him. We love you so much, and we want you to come home. And you're not in trouble, she said. I just want my baby to be okay. In an interview with the YouTube channel Chronicles of Bolivia, Mr. and Mrs. Proudfoot explained more about the night Sebastian vanished. Katie explained that evening her son took out the trash at the end of the driveway, as was his usual chore. Then around 9 p.m., he was told to go to bed. He was doing something in his room because an hour later I heard some noise, and I was like, I don't care what you're doing in there, but go to sleep, Miss Proudfoot recalled on the channel. At 6 o'clock, I went to wake up for school Monday morning, and that's when he wasn't there. In a further interview released on March 25th, Miss Proudfoot said she believed someone had taken her son. I felt like if he had been close to the house or had walked off, he would have found him by now. With as many people as we've been searching, Miss Proudfoot told Crime Stories with Nancy Grace. Sebastian's father, Seth Rogers, also spoke that same night, explained that he had not had contact with Proudfoots in around 2 weeks. He also said he was not giving up hope in finding his son, having spent several days searching for him. Then the Amber Alert was issued. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigations originally issued an endangered child alert for Sebastian on the morning of February 26th. On February 27th, the alert was elevated to an Amber Alert based on additional investigative information developed during the search. An Amber Alert is issued when there is reasonable belief by law enforcement that an abduction had occurred and the child is in imminent danger of serious bodily injury or death, according to the DOJ. Here's his picture with Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, 15-year-old male, white, hair's brown, eyes are brown, 5'5", 120 pounds. Missing from Sumner County, Tennessee. Missing since February 26, 2024. An Amber Alert has been issued on behalf of the Sumner County Sheriff's Office for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Sebastian is a 15-year-old white male, 5'5" tall, 5'5" tall, 120 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Sebastian was last seen on February 26, 2024, in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Sebastian was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. Sebastian has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. If you have seen Sebastian or have something regarding his whereabouts, please contact the Sumner County Emergency Communications Center or TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. So if this boy was grabbed, he could be here in Tennessee anywhere. So if y'all see him, look at his picture really good. Y'all see a boy that looks like him out in public. Do not try to approach, but call law enforcement. Report it. The TBI find. Here's who you contact at the TBI. It's S.A. Bobby Simmons. There's the Sumner County Sheriff's Office, Detective bcarter, 615-451-3838. An Amber Alert was issued for Sebastian based on additional investigative information developed during the search. Multiple agencies are involved in the search for Sebastian, including the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, Tennessee Highway Patrol, Nashville Fire Department, City of Hendersonville's First Responders, Sumner County Sheriff's Office, and Shackley Island Volunteer Fire. Anyone with information on Sebastian's whereabouts are encouraged to contact Sumner County Sheriff's Office, Detective Carter, at 615-442-1865 or email him at bcarter@sumnersheriffs.com. Tips can also be provided to Sumner County Emergency Communications at 615-451-3838 or 1-800-TBI-FIND. I got to go over that one day right here too. So where the new video shows an unarmed kidnapped girl being gunned down by police. That's horrific. So I want to thank everyone for coming to support Sebastian. Please get it out there. Let's be a voice. I don't want to put any kind of misinformation out there. Oh, it's okay, Bucket. I don't want to put any kind of misinformation out there. So I was basically going by what facts that I've seen on here. Thank you everyone for coming. And I say God bless y'all. Get the word out. Please like, subscribe, and share. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, please. Say God bless each and every one of you. Amen. Amen. So y'all have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thank you so much as well. God bless y'all. I thought it was better doing a timeline and giving out one information, and I'm holding on to hope since his glasses have been found. I'm holding on to hope. We're hoping it's his glasses. We don't even know if it's his glasses, right? Much love and prayers to you too. Much love and prayers to everyone that comes to watch this. Thank you for remaining vigilant. We care about Sebastian. We care about someone, many others. There are so many kids that's missing, and so many. There's no way to get all the stories out there. This is horrendous. Thank you so much, and lots of love. God bless you.